Good morning. Good morning. We are live again from Cardiff. We are live from the National Education Show here on a cardboard model of a base camp on Mars, which we built last night outside the Cardiff City Hall, thinking that the event was real, as it was 2 years ago when we were last here, and it's all virtual. So we've made a little bit of a mess there, but not to worry. We are live and direct. We're having a fantastic time this morning. We're dipping in and out of the sessions, and at the moment we have got an absolute legend on stage. I don't know if we can cut across to that, can we? Yeah, here we are. Let's see if we can get this amazing chap on stage. This is the amazing man, Mr. P, Mr. ICT, Mr. P, Lee Parkinson, who has come down. He's beaming himself down from Manchester. Let's see if we can hear a little bit of what he's got to say.
The maths lesson, the children didn't do anything in the maths books. They were making number sentences with Numicon. And don't get me wrong, it was a cracking lesson, but you wanted to see that teacher. God knows what she had in her coffee before the lesson. She was wired. Never seen it.
I don't think we should have too much talk about what people have had in their coffee. This is just fantastic. Absolutely brilliant here. This is Mr. P, Lee Parkinson, fantastic social sharer, fantastic around IT, ICT. He's a primary educator from Manchester. Absolutely brilliant guy. And just one of a number of people here today at the National Education Show, live and direct, live streamed and live direct on Zoom. Thanks to Nicola Morgan and the team down there at the National Education Show in Cardiff. We are restreaming it, as you can see, from a cardboard model of a Mars base camp. And later on today, we're hopefully going to connect up with Nicola and the team down there, and we are going to launch this 150-foot high Starship, inspired by Elon Musk and how the fact that he's building 1,000 of these, each of which can carry, or will be able to carry, 100 people. And over 10 years, 10 times 100 times 1,000, he's taking 1 million people to Mars. And the children in your school, here in Cardiff, across Wales, across the UK, across the world, it's the children in primary school today, aged 3 to 11, who will be 33 and 41 in 30 years' time. They're the kids who'll be going to Mars. They're the kids who'll be going to space. And they're the kids we need to be inspiring to aim not just high, but higher than high. And that's what this event is about today. It's about inspiring teachers, leaders, communities to do their bit, to do their best for their communities. I'm just going to cut back to Mark for a moment, to Lee for a moment, and then we'll show you a little film.
Doing the downward dog and farting in someone's face, knowing that once I finish this, I've got another 3 sets of books to mark. That, it's a lovely gesture, get it. But for me, the way that I can improve my world is getting time back, because, that is the most, because the thing is, it's all subjective. What works for my well-being isn't going to work for you. So what's really good for my well-being is the podcast that I do with my brother, right? I absolutely love it. We'll get together, for an hour a week, and then we'll just laugh and joke about what's happened in school. I can't turn around to any of you and say, "Oh, you're struggling with your well-being. Well, why not doing a podcast with your brother?" You might not have a brother. Your brother might not even be that funny. But this is the thing. It's like if one person likes yoga, suddenly all the staff are doing yoga. No thanks. No thanks. Don't patronise me. I don't need it. I just need time. And if you trust me to do the job, I can have that time back. So anyway, right. So that's where we introduce Seesaw. Why is my camera out of focus there? Sorry. I'm just going to crack on because we're running out of time. So Seesaw, if you go on my website, there are tutorials that you can follow.
And used it Built a cardboard model of a Mars base camp and used it as our virtual set, as you can see here.
I think you'll find this fascinating.
Godspeed Inspiration 4. Copy 1 Alpha.
You might have seen images this morning of 4 amateur astronauts blasting into space from Florida in the first ever civilian manned space mission. The trip, named SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission, is being funded by US billionaire Jared Isaacman. He is also funding an engineer who's launched Mission to Mars 21 to inspire schoolchildren around the country. I tell you, he is a one-off. Nick Corsten told me what he's trying to do.
I love being creative, and I love inspiring children with that creativity, to help them aim not just high, but higher than high.
That's awesome.
That was crazily high.
Okay, so what have you been doing with the children in Coventry today?
Well, I don't know if you saw, but the Inspiration 4 rocket launch last night went off, and that is all about inspiring children to aim high in life, to follow their dreams, to find something they're passionate about and follow that, to maybe make a bit of money, to maybe make a few friends, to make the world a better place. And what we've been doing today is talking to the children about what happened last night, what that meant, because in 30 years, Elon Musk has said he wants to take 1 million people to Mars, which sounds fantastical. But he's built a rocket that can do it, the Starship. He's now building 1,000. Each one can take 100 people. And in 10 years, 10 times 100 times 1,000 is 1 million people in Mars. And I hate to say it, Nick, it's not going to be me and you that are going. We're going to be in care homes. It's the kids in school today. The kids in school today are going to be 40 in 30 years' time. They're going to be ripe for this. They're going to be perfect. And the amount of children that came up today to said, you know what, that could be me, couldn't it, Nick?
Well, my head is now in an absolute whirl. Nick Corsten, thank you. Yeah, and he's doing school tours around the country. When I heard I was doing an interview about space travel, I was over the moon.
Fantastic. I love that little clip there from Nico in there. So we go back to Lee Parkinson here. We'll cut back to him just for a moment.
Children in, or you can tag them with the friends if they've worked with it in a group or whatever it might be. Oh God, why is it not working? Come on.
Maybe we'll cut away before too much bad language. So here we are, as I say, live from the cardboard Mars Base Camp outside Cardiff City Hall. And we'll come back to you later on. Thanks for joining us.